Tonight on the show, this year's Eurovision hopeful. Can we have the comments from the Swedish jury? Hello, Stockholm. Oh. Hello, London. Thank you for this wonderful show you are giving us. Can I say, you are looking gorgeous. And can I say, you're looking repulsive. Let's start the show! I know what you're thinking, 0 point for acting. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got 12 points for our guest tonight. From Twilight and the new Snow White film, the gorgeous Kristen Stewart is here. America's funniest stand-up comedian Chris Rock is on the show. From Episodes, one of my favourite actors, Stephen Mangan is on the show. Much excitement. Britain's Eurovision entry, the musical legend that is Engelbert Humperdinck is here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's here. The hump. Engelbert Humperdinck. Surely one of the biggest names we've ever had on the show. Certainly one of the highest scoring in Scrabble. Sorry, kids. Words with friends. Yeah. I understand. This year's Eurovision is off to Azerbaijan, in the very heart of Europe, just between Syria and Iran. I've had to have injections. That's not Europe. Engelbert isn't the oldest performer in this year's Eurovision. Here's Russia's entry. There they are. The last of the summer vodka. I haven't learned all the names, but I think the one in the end is Potato Spice. Yeah. Wait a minute. If they're singing in Eurovision, who's cleaning my house? I'm worried. It's going to be a great competition this year. Greece, really going for it. They are spending every penny the country has on their band. Yeah. €11, ladies and gentlemen, €11. Yeah. I've been to Azerbaijan before, actually. I have, yeah. It's where you land when you fly to Paris with EasyJet. Now, it is a long flight, and I'm just hoping I don't get sat next to any of those nutters who go every year, you know. Ireland is represented by Jedward again. But hey, I know, yes. Because I'm sure the Azerbaijanis will greet them with open arms. Yeah. Wait till they see me. Let's get to Yes On! Later on, I'll be getting the hump. Engelbert Humperdinck will be here. But first, this is going to be one of my favourite episodes. It's Stephen Mangan! Suited and booted. Hello, sir. How are you? Very nice to see you. Have a seat. Stephen Mangan. He's the jewel in America's comedy crown. It's Chris Rock! Woo! Come here, see you. Have a seat. Chris Rock, ladies and gentlemen. And she's a guest I can really sink my teeth into. It's Kristen Stewart! Woo! Hello, lovely lady. Hi. Sit down.
I always go for one.
Oh, well, did the kissing confuse you? I'm sorry.
Every time, I just can't get it straight, no matter what.
It's Europe. We just kiss a lot. Keep kissing. You'll offend no one.
Awesome.
Now, obviously, there's some tryhards here. And they spent minutes making those signs. You must feel so loved right now. Are they everywhere you go, the tryhards?
I guess you can't always necessarily tell. I have gotten better at spotting them, though. I mean, a few characteristics always kind of give them away. It's like...
I see what you mean. But you have a good rep for spending time with the fans. Like, on blogs and things, they say you're really nice to them.
Well, I really like them.
Oh.
So.
They give you lots of money. I like them, too.
Because, Chris Rock, do you get kind of mobbed on the street?
Yeah, just by the Twilight fans, actually. They just run up and bite me. Ha! Twilight, bitch! What's that about?
Well, you must have a whole new group of kids who love you now.
Kids do love me.
Yeah.
Kids do love me, and I love them. Not in the Michael Jackson way. I know he's dead, but come on.
It's like that's all been forgotten.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Oh, yeah, that was all. No, the kids love me because I'm Marty the zebra from Madagascar.
Yeah. So do you have to just stand there doing the voice for them?
I do the voice quite often. I had to go read for my daughter's class a couple of days ago. They have this thing called the mystery reader. And it means every week one parent will read to the class. And last week I read Curious George Goes to the Hospital to my daughter's...
Beautiful story.
Yes, it's the greatest story of all time.
Yeah.
Anyway, the kids, I read the story, and then they were like, can you do Marty? Can you sing Afro Circus? And I'm just like... Anything for my child.
Aww.
You know.
And Stephen Mangan, you get recognised, but some of the recognition sounds really annoying. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. Dan.
Yes.
Yes. Did you ever know a show called Alan Partridge? Have you heard of that show? This big show over here. Steve Coogan.
Oh, Steve
played
Coogan.
this DJ.
I thought you were Steve Coogan.
Well, you're not the first. Well, I was
You're
cast.
not Steve Coogan?
I'm not.
What the hell is he doing here? They told me Steve Coogan was on the show. That's the only reason I did it.
You love Stephen, you'll love him.
Okay.
Well, I was cast in this thing because I'm playing Steve Coogan's doppelganger.
Okay.
A guy called Dan, and there's a scene in it where he spots me across a car park and he shouts, Dan. In the script, it just says Dan, but on the day, Steve shouted Dan about 70 times. Dan! 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 And it became a bit of a thing over here. So for every time I go to a shop, not every time, but a lot, you go to a shop and the guy at the checkout, Dan! Dan! To make it work, you have to do it 15 times, so I just have to stand there.
You are no Steve Coogan. I mean, you're good. I'm sure you're good.
Kristen Stewart, don't worry. By the way, Twihards, don't worry. We are talking about Twilight. We will be talking about Twilight later. But first, let's talk about your new movie, Snow White and the Huntsman.
Oh,
Yes.
God, I'm excited now.
I know. Yes.
Snow White and the Huntsman.
I read for one of the dwarfs. I auditioned, yeah, for Blackie. Didn't get it.
Now, obviously, we think we know the story of Snow White, but what makes this different? Because obviously it's a kind of retelling.
Well, I think everybody probably thinks that they know exactly what will happen, and I do think that we do a fairly classical telling of the story in terms of who she is as a character, but we live in a much more dangerous world. It's like every time you think destiny has your back, he's going to screw you over. So she starts off kind of as an extremely stunted child, crazy emotionally, socially, like freak of nature, and she becomes Snow White in the face of very difficult adversity, you know.
Yes.